Okay, so a lot of people show these bird YouTube videos and it shows how cute they are, how fun they are, how easy it is, and how great it is to have a pet bird. And I just wanted to tell you about all the stuff behind the scenes, all the hard things, all the things you don't know about, and yeah, how much trouble this all is. So if you look behind me, I've got these curtains set up, and that's to block off the kitchen so they don't go in there. I mean, Sky has worked out how to climb up there onto the curtain rod inside, but she doesn't cause too much trouble at the moment. And yeah, if when that wasn't there, would go into the kitchen and they would all jump on me. They would all go crazy for food and whatever is around. I mean, even now, even if they're locked in their cages, they've got delicious food, and I'm in the kitchen making something for myself to eat, they scream like they're being murdered. You know, they grrr, and over again until I stop. So yeah, I don't even like to eat during the day while they're here, um, and everything has to be hidden. So yes, sweetie. So behind the curtain here, you can't leave any food out or anything. These things I kind of hide over here. I mean, if they ever get to that, then I'll have to hide that too. I've also got this rack that I put over the sink in case there's dirty dishes in there. They'll want to eat whatever little bits are on the plates and whatnot. The toaster and kettle, I often cover with a tea towel, especially if I've used it or something. I cover it with something, so that's pretty dangerous. You don't want to do that. So they don't touch it if it's hot. What else? What else? All the dust has to be taken off the tops of everything as well, because if they climb up there. So we've got all their cages here, all their tree stands, all the bridges. All this stuff has to be dismantled when I take them to bed. So I've got these sticks here. I could go across from cage to cage. I have to take them off every night, take the bridges off. I've got a little cage set up under here, and that's a Scamp. If he's on the ground for any reason, he can climb back up and get to wherever he wants. And as you can see, my floors are nasty. Even the chair. Everything. And I clean this every day. Vacuum and mop. And it happens over and over and over again. Okay, so I brought home a tree branch because the boys are fighting over sticks, so I had to bring them extra sticks, so that's just leftovers from that. So this is my dining table. Now, I've told you about Scamp's nest. That doesn't need to be there, but he enjoys it, and I took it away for a while. When I brought it back, he just absolutely loved it, so I'm just going to leave that here for him for now. Hopefully he'll start building a nest in his own cage, but until then, this is what's happening. I've got their bath bowl there, some things to play with, another hand perch, and I've also got a bridge from there to the couch in case he... Did you want to come? Hi, Scamp. What's your name? Do you want to cuddle? You want to cuddle? Good boy. Okay. So that's my dining table, and at night I will take everything off, clean it up, and that's where I'll be able to have dinner once they've gone to bed. Also the couch. Sita has claimed this as kind of her nest, so there's some twigs here for her to play with. She likes to kick the can around and roll that around. You shouldn't really give them aluminium. If they chew it and they get little bits off of it, they say it's toxic. I mean, some say aluminium is safe, but let's just stick to, yeah, just in case. But she doesn't chew on it a lot. She just likes to move it around. I've also got toys on my coffee table, so in case they're on the couch or they're fighting each other or whatever, they're bored and they want to pick it. The fibers on the couch or the pillowcases, they want to pick out any fibers and stuff. That's not good for them, so I try and give them little toys when that happens. I've also got this play stand here, and that's where Ryder goes when he's spooked. So that needs to be there. Otherwise, I'll just hit the windows and walls and mirrors and whatnot. Scamp, do you want to come for a walk with me? You're looking a bit... Do you want to come? Oh, you do? Don't climb up. You can just sit on my arm. Okay, good boy. I've got hand perches all over the house, so in case they get spooked, they've got somewhere to land. This is where they sleep, so I roll all the cages in here, line them all up. There's a spare travel cage there with the divider as well, so I can put 2 birds in each cage. This is their supplies, some of their supplies, right? So toys, branches, medications or whatever it is, emergency stuff, newspapers. You're excited about it, huh? Yeah, this is also where Scamp comes when he's spooked. So he's not great at flying. He'll go straight in here, land here, and then when he's ready to try and fly back, he will fly back into the bird area. Now, yes, I don't do a lot of cleaning around here because I'm constantly with birds. So Sky's sweetie. She's sitting on a little perch here. She likes to hang out in here. She likes to be alone in the quiet. I've got perches everywhere for them in here. And technically she's not really allowed to be in here, but she's being a good girl. She landed on the soap dish in the shower and was chewing on soap at one point. So I'm like, no, you're not allowed in here. And she's also getting a bit territorial about this room, aren't you? Okay, so now I've got 3 of them. Hang on. So now we have all 3. Also, you want to get rid of anything that's on the counters because they will eat anything and everything. So anything, any tubes, bottles, you know, anything that you can get to that's not bird safe, natural, doesn't grow on trees. You have to hide everything. Guys, they're all getting mad. Sweetie. Ouch. So she just bit my hand pretty hard. Have something to eat, sweetie. Yeah, they're all getting mad. It's okay. Yeah, Bubby. I gotta go see sweetie. Sita. She's such a good girl. I mean, she's the most aggressive with everyone, but oh my god. Oh my god, Bubby. She's just sitting in her cage, taking a break. She's such a good girl like that. She'll sit in her own cage when she wants to relax. And yes, having one bird isn't too difficult. Going inside and outside is hard because they will always jump you if they're flighted. I try to keep them flighted. We'll see. It seems that all these YouTubers have their birds flighted and they're really pro wings. But yeah, until I can handle it, I don't know if I'll clip their wings again, see how difficult it is and see how crazy I go, because it is way too much. It's way too much to handle all of this. So yeah, going into another room is dangerous. Carrying things, if you can't catch them when they're coming at you and you've got things in your hands, always have them locked up when there's hot food, hot pans, hot dishes around. It's impossible. And the fact that they all hate each other, so if, yeah, I get a couple of them land with me, they will all attack each other. Yes, he's scared. He's scared. And they will attack me if I'm in the middle. So did you want to get off, darling? Oh gosh, it makes them so angry. They seem really good, and I'm trying to be quiet. He's a bit scared too. Sky. Yeah, you saw him, right? Just want to make sure they're all... I hate my voice. Okay. What else? Cables, charger cords, electrical things. That's very dangerous too. You always have to keep an eye out. They're loud. They are loud. They could be screaming like this whenever you're on the phone. What? Okay. Let's go. I say, everybody. They are getting really heightened. Sita is being a really good girl. I know, darling. So yeah, they bite me hard. Where's this? I don't know. Let's see if we can see this bite on my hand. Oh. Oh no. I got little bites all over me. And if they were single birds, if I just had one, they wouldn't attack me. But because I have the others with me, they attack me because they're mad. Hi, Scamp. Hi. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Very good. Very good. Very good. You're not going to talk. Very good. Very good. Very good. Oh. Sorry. Okay, do you want to come down? Come down, buddy. Oh, you don't? You just want to stay? Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Do you want to step up? Do you want to step up? Come on. I'm the most scared of Scamp because he has the biggest beak. He bit my mum so hard that it looked like she was shot with a shotgun. And also, yeah, he has bitten me pretty hard once. So I am terrified. Oh, good boy. Good boy, Scampy. You did good. Ow. You did good. Good job, buddy. So I like to give him praise and give him a few minutes just to say, hey, you did good. I'm not going to throw you off straight away. So the screaming. They scream when you're on the phone. When someone comes over, they go nuts. When you're trying to watch TV. When you're trying to take a nap. I might actually go outside so I can finish this conversation. Plants or anything like that, if they're not bird safe. Also the dirt inside the pot plants. I mean, I do like to have a few plants around to create extra oxygen. They're bird safe, like aloe vera, jade. I've got some little palm trees. You can put some rocks in the bottom so that it can't get to the dirt. They can see me. Everything's messy. Bye-bye. So the biting, the screaming, the constant flying, it's probably the hardest things and probably the biggest reason why people rehome their birds. So I don't like to, well, I like to promote adoption, rescue for those already that need help, that need a home, birds that can't be released back into the wild, etc. That's fine with me. I don't agree with breeders and that, mainly because that's how I ended up with these 4. No one else wanted them. They get sick of them after a little while. People don't realize how long they live. And yeah, most people can only take a couple of years of this. So diet, I'm constantly giving them fresh vegetables, so I'll do that maybe, well, the thing is, I don't like to give them everything in one big bowl each, especially if they're out like this, because one of them might eat all the fruit out of all the bowls, and another might eat all the corn out of all the bowls, or all the good seeds out of all the bowls. And I just read about one bird that was in a flock, and it was it had fatty liver disease, and that's because, yes, it was eating only the fun stuff and not the healthy stuff. So I'll bring out, a piece of corn each, and later I'll bring out a piece of cauliflower each, or a piece of broccoli, or a piece of carrot. See, Sita loves carrots, so she'll eat everyone's carrot and then just spend all day eating nothing but carrots. So I do that every now and again throughout the day. Also clean their water bowls a couple of times a day, clean out their food dishes, change that around. Oh, Scamp's just grabbed a stick. He's taking it back. I don't think he can carry that to his home. Oh, he dropped it. What a shame. And even if I'm just sitting here, they want to be a part of it. I don't know if you can see Scampy. Oh, Scampy. He's just sitting there waiting for me to come back in. And they'll do that. They'll sit there and just watch me and go, come on, come back. Because all they want is to be with me. They don't care about each other. They hate each other. And yes, I do want them to get along with each other. I don't want to be their only friend. I don't want to have to sit there and babysit them all the time. Have them, miss me and feel bad and sad and all that kind of thing. Yeah, and that's also another problem with having just the one bird. in the wild there with a flock and mate 24 hours a day. They're never alone. You look around, I don't know if you notice, but you might notice now, you see one bird, if it's a parrot, I don't know about other species, but parrots, there'll always be at least two. So you'll see one, you'll see its mate somewhere nearby. So yeah, if you work, you go to school, you go outside for 5 minutes here and there, yeah, they freak out. They don't understand why you can't be with them. And that's the hard part about having one bird, and that's also why I decided to, yeah, I had Sita and everything was great, but I'd feel so sorry for her when she'd just sit there at the window looking at me. And I thought, yeah, even if she doesn't like them, you know, at least she's got company inside the house when I'm not there. She seems to hate it the most. The others seem to be okay with each other, and I could probably put the three in an aviary together, but Sita, I don't know, she will constantly chase someone around if she's unhappy and keep attacking them. So, well, we'll see one day. I'd love to get an aviary. We'll try it one day. Not that I can afford it, because everything that they get is just 4 cages and then food for 4 of them, and they go through more vegetables than I do in a week. You know, they eat more than I do, and mostly because I do throw away some. You know, I'll put a big chunk of broccoli up there in each cage for them. They'll have a nibble at it, but the rest gets thrown away. Yeah. That's about it. The cleaning as well. I can't use chemicals anywhere, so everything's just done with vinegar. Unless it's at night, I might use some disinfectants when they're asleep. So yeah, let's go back inside. Let's see what they're doing. Okay, they seem fine. After a little while, they're like, yeah, you're cool. You know, they're fine. They don't mind that I'm gone. Sita's come out for a bit of food. Sky's on a tree. Scamp. It's so funny. He loves travel cages. I don't know what it is. Remember, we don't know how old he is. He could be 20 years old for all we know. And for all we know, he was in a tiny cage his whole life. I'm not saying that he was, but it does kind of seem like it, because he does like the smaller cages. And I have said this once before, if you know who these birds are, if you know who owned these birds before I got them, if you know someone, or if you owned a bird, someone bit me and it hurts. Ryder says hello, good morning, bye-bye. He plays peekaboo, he sings Keely, Keely, Keely. He's always calling for Keely. So I don't know who that is. If you know who his owner was, I'd love to know more about his past. Also, where'd Scamp go? Where's Scampy? He might be roaming around the ground. Yeah, he is. That's really dangerous. You don't want your birds on the ground. You don't know if you're going to step on them. And I had a cockatiel when we were little. We used to step on it a lot. Most of the time it didn't get hurt. Sometimes it might lose a tail feather or something. Another time it did lose a feather, and it was possibly a blood feather, or it got broken or something, and it bled to death within a few hours of that happening. So I don't like them to be on the ground. I try to keep them off the ground. You can't get back up, can you? I don't think you can get down from there either. So I might need a little ladder off each of these bottoms, just so that Scamp can come back. He could be stuck up there for hours for all we know. There he goes. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Because I picked up Scampy? You mad at me? Oi. Oh, see, he can't get past his brother now. Do you want my help again? I'll help you. You can come here. You just want to stay with me? You can sit on my knee. Yeah, it's never ending. And this video is now 20 minutes of me just complaining about these little buggers. Just complaining. Because it's a lot. It's too much. And I don't want people to think that this is how I want my life and this is how easy it is. I mean, this is really, really difficult and annoying and scary, and I worry about them, and they're hardly ever happy. That's what it seems like. Unless I'm with them, right? Yeah. Got my fingernails. Oh, I don't even use deodorant, so you don't want to use aerosol cans at all around your birds, but I don't like the perfumes either. I use very natural shampoos and conditioners and soaps. I don't use perfumed moisturizers. I don't use sunscreen anymore, which sucks because I don't want them to be... Oh, they sit there on your shoulder and their feet are, you know, going to be covered in sunscreen. They pick at everything, makeup, hair products. I don't use any of that anymore. I don't even wear... Okay, I got this ring on. I don't wear earrings. I don't wear necklace. I had to take off my bracelet because Scamp kept chewing at that. Certain clothing. I had lacy shirts where one time Sita got her toenail tangled in my top. So there's certain clothes that I can't wear because they'll get caught in that or chew on that. If they chew on your clothes, then you can't even keep them on your shoulder, which you probably shouldn't do anyway. If they don't come off... He's trying to sleep. I think he's telling me to shut up. Yeah. Anything that they get into that is not made from trees in some way, then you have to take it away from them. You have to keep an eye on that. And every day is something new that they discover that they're not allowed to play with. Sky would chew through the... Sky here. The fly screen. So she would cling onto the windows and the fly screen and chew holes through it. And her previous owner... Here's something I pieced together. Previous owner said that she escaped once. They didn't tell me how, but when I went to visit her, I noticed their front door had a security screen that was, the mesh was made of metal, so it wasn't that flimsy, fabricy fly screen. I'm guessing she dug a hole through it and ran out through the hole, and yeah. You're not happy about that, are you? So yeah, if that happens, well, I had to actually shut all the windows until she stopped doing that. So I'm glad she doesn't do that anymore, because it's nice to get a bit of fresh air in here. So if she was to climb the curtains as well, or any of these curtains, I'd have to take them down. I took down all the curtains on these windows, just in case they chew them, they climb them, they get tangled in them. We don't want that, so I took those down, got rid of them. What else, you guys? I'm sure there's a lot more, and I should have made a list. But that'll do for now, because it's a very long video. She's going to sleep now. It's ridiculous. What are you doing? He's got his foot up still. Is your foot okay? I don't know if you're hurt, or if you're just... See, he seems to walk. Oh, that was fine. So he's a bit clumsy. And now Scamp's upset. So yeah, 3 of them could be sleeping and then 1 is screaming for attention. It's too much. If you can get a bonded pair, awesome. They won't love you as much, which she's literally biting my skin to climb my arm. A bonded pair won't want to play with you as much, and to me that's fine. I could do with a bit less of this. At least they'll have each other, they'll stay together, they'll keep each other company, they'll teach each other bird behavior, and yeah, not be confused or frustrated, because these guys want to do everything I do, and they get frustrated when they can't. Say, pick up a spoon, or brush their teeth, or... Ow, not biting, you be gentle. He nips at me, I don't know why. He's a bit nippy. He pinches. He pinches. He probably doesn't know he's hurting me. Because he's like giving me kisses and stuff, and then he's just like, chim, 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 chim. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay. They usually all start dancing, and now Ryder's the only one dancing, so sorry mate. You wanted to keep going? Go on, Daddy. Kelly? Ready? 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 He's hiding. Ready? Peekaboo! Ready? Peekaboo! Ready? Peekaboo! 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 Can we see him? Peekaboo! Yes, he's funny. He's adorable. He's cute. He's cuddly. Well, when he wants to be. But, and yeah, they are cute, but Jeepers Creepers. It's too much. It's just too much, darling. It's just too much. Can I have a kiss? You're too cute. And the thing I'm most worried about is them killing each other. So, yeah, they do attack each other, and some of them have had some good beak scratches, but, oh man, if one of them loses an eye, a toe, a beak, bleeding, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't handle it. But hopefully if two of them bond, I could see, like I've said before, technically the boys are my sister's birds. So if we can find a bond between any of them, she can take some over there and they'll be happy to be together. She doesn't have to sit there at home with them all day to keep them occupied. They'll keep each other busy. And yeah, it would be much easier if they were bonded. Okay, so do you want to say goodbye? I know you don't really say goodbye unless no one's watching. Okay, bye-bye. 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 He did say, he said goodbye. As soon as we weren't looking, he's like, goodbye. Good boy, Skin. Good boy. Alright, see you next time. Let me know what kind of videos you want. And please, if you want my sister, the avian vet nurse, to answer your questions and show her face a bit more on these videos and get expert advice, tell me in the comments so I can show her, so I can say, hey, look, people want to hear from an expert. I am nobody. I know nothing. I know nothing. I've been learning for the past year. And it's driving me crazy. So, yeah, let me know.